Production products.
Hey everybody, we're back like we said we would be in this episode of Attack of the Minisodes. It is me, Leon, and Andre, back again.
Hello?
Come on,
Hello?
Like we promised.
unlock. Come on now, unlock.
Shut up. You're staying in the cage.
God damn it. Can I at least have some food, please?
We don't not feed you. That's just
I
cruel.
haven't eaten in an hour.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He eats a lot.
This is your place now. Just accept it.
I know, right?
I kid.
But we are back to discuss some of the news that we just were not able to discuss. We got stuck on some topics, as you all know.
Yeah. We do that
These
sometimes.
two are notorious, mainly Andre. Notorious to rant.
Depending on the topic, yes.
Paul is another one. I mean, to be fair, we got an entire podcast full of ranters that could rant about the right things. To be honest,
That is true. That is very.
we
very
have not
true.
we haven't properly gotten Aaron started on Star Wars or Andre, or you Leon. We haven't gotten you started on the right anime just yet. Don't worry,
Oh yeah.
we'll get you. I'll get you to rant.
It's
But
just a matter of time.
we got plenty of things to show you guys. Things we're gonna start off with, I'm gonna say is Solar Off-World Combat, which I will say is actually kind of cool. That being said, it's not for everyone to play, unfortunately. It is a PlayStation VR game, which I'm not gonna lie, it looks actually pretty fun. I don't know if you guys got that chance to look at it, but the idea that it is a like actual arena shooter with movement and
Yes.
everything, but in VR. I mean, I guess beware of if you suffer from motion sickness, this is not a game for you. I'm sorry.
Yes, that is also
Nope,
something
nope,
that's
nope,
gonna come up.
No,
Pretty
not
quick.
really helpful for you guys.
If you suffer, yeah, if you definitely suffer from motion sickness, I apologize for you not being able to enjoy this game. But it's a cool one. This is probably the first, or at the very least maybe the second or third of its kind, specifically have you to just teleporting around like a lot of them do. No, you're moving, you're in it, you got your gun, you reload, you do it all in one great motion that is your hands and your head moving around and things of that nature. Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but do you feel like being in first person would actually help you a lot more with
Yes.
first person shooters, like actually just having the helmet on? Because I feel like it would.
Dude,
Almost
yeah,
feel like you'd be
man.
cheating, low
Yeah.
key.
I would absolutely annihilate
I'd
if I.
say it would. Being someone that doesn't really care for them, I'd say yeah.
It
Just
feels so
something
much
way
better
better.
when you're playing a first-person shooter. It feels really good for you to truly be the first person. This is the VR. Well, I'm not gonna say this is the VR that I've been waiting for. I know the VR shooter, multiplayer first-person shooter, but this does look super dope as far as not being identifiable. It's a cool ass arena shooter, man.
With a
Off-world
really
combat.
cool, yeah, a
Can you
sci-fi
imagine
Tron
if this
aesthetic.
had super hot mechanics?
Yes, super hot. Super hot is amazing.
If this had even
Love
a few
super
super
hot.
hot mechanics, man. I don't know how they do it, but
Super
it's like
hot.
who hasn't waited to play laser tag but in VR?
For real, I've been waiting to get there the whole time.
Yeah.
There
You know?
was a really expensive thing that they had. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was like the omnidirectional treadmill that was
Yeah,
supposed to go
man.
along
Oh
with your
yeah,
VR
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I was waiting for that to catch on. I don't know if it did or if they're still working on it. It looks so cool though, but I can't wait to be in
I'm
it.
pretty sure I saw some things about that.
Dude, I would totally get in a harness like that and just move around and shoot things. Like that would be so fun to play a video game in that kind of way.
Like I am the guy who's gonna be, I like to live my life in balance. I like to make sure things aren't any suspect ideas are coming my way or anything like that. And when I recognize them, if there's any way that I can enjoy it, I'm going to, enjoy it in moderation. It's all things. But I am gonna be one of the first guys to admit. I won't be the one to shy away from admitting, is what I'm saying, that I'm ready for my Ready Player One type world and type gaming, dude. I'm ready for that, and
I'm ready to
the closer that we
that.
get to it, like each one of these games, each time we see something like this, that's just me getting a little bit more excited, a little bit closer to my Ready Player One adventures and the Oasis, and that's good news for me, brother. I hope this gets support. Honestly, for that alone.
Understandable.
I hope they update the PlayStations. I mean, Oculus is pretty expensive. I definitely would prefer having that. I don't have one. I would love that over the current VR model. Apparently, the VR 2 for PlayStation is going to get a much needed upgrade.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
But I want all the hardware in general to just get updated, like a real good update. I mean,
it'd be nice.
I guess I'm talking Ready Player One update, but because it's Sony, it's Japan.
I just want to be there. Yeah, I get it. It was like I just want to be in the Matrix now.
I think the first step would be the Nerve Gear and that, if anything.
Don't say Nerve Gear. Nerve Gear is like the worst case scenario. It's like the worst case scenario. Put on Nerve Gear and it's like, well, alright, you all are stuck in the VR reality because it's basically plugged into your spine. I'm like, oh, sick, awesome. Sick.
Yeah, no, man. Not trying to get stuck there. Not trying to get stuck there at all. I'm coming and going as I please.
I need to be able to take off the helmet, no problem. I've already accepted the fact that if that ever happened to me, like at in current times or like even before times, it's like, yo, I'm dead. My parents would not think 2 seconds about taking it off. They probably wouldn't pay attention enough to the news to know, yo, don't.
Yeah, right.
Don't do
don't remove the nerve gear from their head. They're dead if you do that.
Yeah. I hate to say the same thing.
And you know what? I know that my father has really strong nerves, because of his career. And with that, I know my mom is going to be able to, keep it together. But I don't know how long. I don't think anybody knows truly just how long their parents can take your kid, you, being in a device and watching you waste away, watching, looking at you
That's
in the
true.
hospital bed, and not even that. It's like, man, this thing is. I feel like if there was a lot, if there's enough, and that's the premise of Sword Art Online. There's enough people around the world with the Nerve Gear on that after not seeing your child remove that thing from their head for a while, there's enough people that are not going to be in the game that know nothing about the game that would just be like, hey, you need to take this off. It's been such a long amount of time. But those would of course be, I think those would be like the first few hundred, and then the internet, because the internet is quick, man. The internet gets that message around fast. Don't take those off. My friend took, my friend's mom took his off for such, and they're gone now. But any fears that people have for VR, I know that there's enough media and there's enough anything. There are enough stories, there are enough movies or whatever that have given the people a warning in the back of their minds, like, let's take this VR shit and this AI shit pretty safely. But I want people to stop being so afraid of VR. Is really.
Oh yeah.
Because this, look,
the future,
man,
bro. I'm trying to have
you guys need to understand. You guys need to understand. This is the future. It is here. Look at this.
Like, we will progress regardless.
Right.
Exactly. It's all good.
So is this
We'll
gonna
give you
be,
some water, don't worry.
Is the PS5 going to take advantage of this game in any particular way?
I don't know because they have not announced. I mean, I know PS5 can use the VR that exists now. It can actually do that. But I think everyone is waiting for that update to see if that does anything properly. But
Okay.
if you were to get this game like on PlayStation 4/PS5, you can totally play it if you had the setup for it.
Mm.
So it wouldn't do anything. But if the PlayStation VR 2 or whatever they call it comes out, $5 says this is one of those games that they'll be like, all right, get that in there right now. But next up is a little movie called Dear Evan Hansen, which I'm not gonna lie, that one kind of hit me in my chest when I initially watched it. I was like, this is.
You see, this is when Devon is right about the trailers spoil everything about the movie.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I definitely agree with Devon sometimes, but it's like you see there are definitely some trailers you can look at and be like, all right, cool, I don't have to watch the movie. But I will also say this: nothing is truly as spoiler ridden as Japanese trailers for movies.
Yes, that is true.
So I will take those movie trailers that give me the plot, and I'm like, all right, I pretty much know what I'm in for, over what they do every day, because they just throw it all out there. And I'm like, do I even need to go? I got the whole plot just now. I felt all of it. In order, like you didn't even change the direction of how it's supposed to be.
Well,
Right,
I would
just
say that
watch
they
the
did
movie.
pretty well with the Demon Slayer movie. They didn't show much upon their trailer. It's from what I remember.
Thank goodness. But yeah, a lot of Japanese trailers show the whole movie, so like this one's not that bad. But I really did get the concept pretty early, because I do feel like when I watched the trailer, they at least needed to get up to a certain point. And even though in my head, I'm pretty sure the rest of you also kind of like knew in your head, it's like, yeah, it's probably gonna come back to bite him in the butt somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I think we all were thinking it was just like, okay, and then we kind of saw like a glimpse, and then it was like, all right, there's that moment right there, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I do
whatever
feel
it
like-
was that was written.
Yeah.
I don't know what was written, but whatever it was, because of maybe it's the. Oh no. I feel me getting ready to. No, you guys take this one.
But for those that don't know, Dear Evan Hansen is a movie about a kid that is bullied, essentially, and he is writing to himself about, as like an assignment from his psychiatrist, to essentially get himself to kind of better internalize the world and just kind of be more accepting of who he is. The deal is that one of his bullies, so to speak, finds this letter and takes it. And our dear boy, Evan Hansen, is kind of like, well, man, I need that back. That was kind of personal. I needed that as a personal assignment for me. But a little bit of time passes, and by a little bit of time, I mean like probably like a day. And it turns out that our bully here has taken that letter and gone home and killed himself. And so it is his parents and everyone else around him that discovers this letter and then assumes that it's meant for Evan. And thus, you can kind of see how this starts to snowball throughout the movie. But it is very clear that like it kind of becomes more of a message about like suicide, mental health, and things of that nature. And I kind of look forward to watching it because it honestly looks like really cool, like just introspective on it, just from a very different, very different. Like it's a weird scenario to be in. I can't
Very
ever.
different perspective of what people would probably normally used to see.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking at it being like it's gonna be interesting. And you're not wrong. What was written in the letter must come off as very strange, at the very least, to people, because whatever was written in it, which technically we don't know, definitely got people thinking that it was a suicide note for sure. It was definitely meant for heaven. But I do find it interesting because it's like the idea of losing someone, even if they're not close to you, and possibly inspiring you to continue on yourself. It's just, like we said, a very interesting way at tackling this topic, and I kind of look forward to seeing it just because of that.
there's like a dual from what we saw in the trailer. There's a dual benefit for this message being sent out. There's like a benefit for the person, for Evan himself, but then there was also the downside of once they knew the truth about what's happening. It just kind of went wayside and everybody realizing and the nonsense and such.
And the question is kind of like, yeah, like what do you do? Because I'm not gonna lie, once you're in that first scenario and you kind of lie your way out, because you're like, man, like I can't tell them it's like, I want to tell them it's mine, but no one's listening to me, and now I really can't tell them it's my letter. So then it's just kind of like, do you tell the truth in this scenario? Do you like let it continue, or do you honestly just be like, all right, we gotta come clean? But I'll see how it turns out though. Like definitely, it looks cool. Next thing we were gonna mention though, just so that Andre doesn't go on his rant, because I know he tried to keep himself contained. I feel him. We got an Addams Family Mansion of Mayhem game.
This was not
Which
needed.
it's not. It's actually it's not needed.
It's not needed.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute since I played an Addams Family game in the first place. Cause like the last one I remember was it on Sega Genesis? Did I play an Addams Family game on Sega Genesis?
I never played an Addams
played
Family
was
game.
Fester's Quest, and that's a very old game.
Yeah.
That game is on the NES. I don't remember the last Addams Family. I don't know. Well, of course, there's been Addams Family games. I'll just look it up right now. I don't know what has come out after Fester's Quest. I haven't seen. I mean, the last Addams Family movies I watched were the one Monica. What's her name? Monica Ritchie. She's actually in lines to play. Names are being lost to me right now. But the mother.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Or at least that's what I last heard. But as far as Addams Family game, there's Fester's Quest, the Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, Addams Family Values, the new Addams Family, and now the Addams Family Mystery Mansion. Oh wait, no. There's the Addams Family Mystery Mansion, and now Addams Family Mansion Mayhem. So what is this? They go through a portal. It's always a portal.
It is usually
A portal opened up, and then shenanigans.
Yes.
I mean, it's the Addams Family. Honestly, personally, I'm just kind of like, part of me just misses movie tie-in games. Not a ton of them. Some of them are kind of hot garbage, but there was some like genuine, really good gems in there. Like, me and you obviously know the obvious good one, which is Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But then there's like the Riddick games were also really good too. I understand.
And very expensive with the lore.
Yes. So I'm like, there was some really cool ones in there. I'm like, you know what? I
Christina
could go for a
Ritchie.
movie type.
Fucking Monica Ritchie. Christina Ritchie. That's her name. God damn, bro. I had such a crush on her guy. Wednesday Addams. Jesus Christ. Christina Ritchie is why I was in the goth girls growing up, man. I'm serious. Addams Family. Jesus. But anyways, yes. Dude, the last movie tie-in game, the first one that comes to my mind that was really bad, it was like the Iron Man games. The Iron Man 2 game.
You know what's crazy? I actually really liked Iron Man 2.
I couldn't play those, man.
Iron Man 1 is... Okay.
Captain America was, for some reason...
really good for no reason, yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, I'm really okay with this.
Okay. What I noticed with Iron Man is like it depended on the port, and I don't know what it was. So like for some reason, because I played the PSP version of Iron Man, the first one, the PSP version of that game plays really well. Like it's actually pretty good. But the console version of that game, I went to play the demo one time. I was just like, yo, yeah, you know what? I'll play the Iron Man demo. I never played it on PlayStation 3 or whatever. Went and played it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how are you flying right now? Like, how am I not? I am instantly crashing in the grounds all the time. What is happening? I can barely... Iron Man 2 on consoles though, I actually kind of enjoyed it because it played more like the PSP game, but like a lot of people was like, it just looks bad, and I'm like, I can't front you on that. It just looks bad. I don't know why it looked like that. Why does it look like that?
It plays nice, but it's hot garbage.
They didn't even bother with a 3, which I don't blame them.
But this
Didn't
game
even bother.
seems to be a pretty decent movie adaptation game. You know, obviously based off the latest Addams Family animated film. I think Chloe Grace Moretz is in that.
I heard good
yeah,
things
came out
about that film.
2019. Yeah, Oscar Isaac is Gomez Adams. Charlize Theron plays Morticia Adams. Thank you. That's her name. Yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz plays Wednesday Adams. Finn Wolfhard plays Pugsley Adams. Nick Kroll is Uncle Fester. And Snoop Dogg is it.
Yep.
Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg is it.
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
was
that.
a thing.
What?
Literally in the trailer, they play "Drop It Like It's Hot." I think that's what the song called.
You're
And
kidding.
he just like walked up and he like tapped off his hat, saying hi or whatever language he speaks. He's like, yeah, that's Snoop Dogg.
Dude, Rob, go
Just-
on, man.
it's like-
Whatever.
Fine, by all means.
Whatever,
Snoop Dogg just be
dude.
getting into stuff.
Uh-huh.
just every so often you're like, wait, how did you even find yourself in this one? Like, I'm confused. Wasn't even aware you were aware of this. But next up on this list, the Falconeer, the Warrior Edition. So this game I have recommended and talked about on the show before, which is just essentially dogfights with giant birds and magic.
Yep.
It's dope, but now it is coming to, because it was originally an Xbox exclusive, it will now be coming to PlayStation as well with this Warrior Edition, which, I mean, I'm excited for because that game is fun. I just want to play it with people. It'd be fun. I know
Yeah,
it
this
was
is
on the
pretty
Game
cool, man.
Pass, but it's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
When I watched it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
check
is this
this
a
out.
dragon?
And you already caught his attention. I thought, okay.
You got me, man.
That's all I
If
need.
that
is a
is
dragon.
if that is a dragon, then
I'm not gonna lie,
well,
I thought the giant warbirds would win him over, but I get why Dragon did it
you
immediately.
like with giant warbirds, you almost have me because you got the Lord of the Rings fan in me being like, all right, let's
take it.
do this. But when you get to say that there are dragons in, then you have reached me very soul, and that seems, man. What does this game remind me of,
Yup.
bro? But yeah, it
My
is.
fancy.
I mean, it's a dogfight with freaking giant.
It is
That's-
dogfights with giant birds.
The giant birds, man. That's freaking pterodactyl. Like
Very
what are you even
steampunk,
shooting?
actually.
Yeah, with this airship and all that.
Like there's airships and stuff like that, but they just use
Airships,
these giant
flying
birds.
lizards, all this stuff.
Yeah, dude, this
Craziest thing to
definitely
me though in that
feels
game.
like it'll be entertaining. Like this, for me personally, this would be a good. I don't really know what to play right now. Or I'm just kind of chilling, or like I have a little bit of time right now.
Exactly. It's
If I
like
have
it's
to go
perfect
do
kind of
something,
game for that.
I'll play a few minutes of the Falconeer, like 30 minutes of the Falconeer, some shit like that. And this is because this is the announcement trailer. If there's a lot more to the game, you know, like a lot of customization or something like that, then I'm gonna obviously put
even
out my
more?
dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some
Like
some
if I
full
could get
time
my
into
bird
the
to look
game.
like a dragon, let's go.
You know what I mean?
The Warrior Edition is obviously coming with some new stuff. Obviously costumes. And I think some new levels as well. It's stuff that's going to be added as well to the original game, but like if I'm not mistaken, different costumes and different characters you can use, stuff like that. One of the coolest things I think in that game, as far as like lore wise goes, is do you want to know how you like restock and refuel your magic?
Oh, please tell me.
You fly into the nearest storm and you overcharge yourself, but you have to be careful because you don't want to overcharge the bird too.
Wow.
But you literally fly off into the nearest lightning storm and just
Wow.
fuel
okay,
yourself in the
Okay.
storm on your giant bird.
Okay.
Like, alright.
Yo,
Like,
that
this is
nuts
pretty
as
cool.
fuck, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. That's gnarly, man. Like that's like, what is the most manly magical thing you can think of. I'm going to refill myself in my store of magic, my mana, by flying into a storm on the back of a giant. Like, all I can think of is Chuck Norris. That might as well be a Chuck Norris meme right there.
Yes.
The most badass thing you could possibly think of. It's just
Or that from the Deadpool movie, that whole poster he did when he's trying to complete the game.
oh yeah, fucking poster. But next up is one that actually looked kind of interesting to me when I first saw it, which is Rustler, which is, or at least the way I saw it, it's medieval bully slash, well, it's medieval classic bully slash Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
specifically.
I literally thought.
I saw it and was like,
medieval Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto? I was like, but medieval? Ain't nobody done something like that. It's kind of cool.
Oh,
The main
my
character
God.
specifically looks like the character from Bully anyway. I was like, what? I mean, you're halfway there. Like, you're looking at it too right now. You're
You
just
guys, I'm watching this for the first time, this trailer. You're right on the nail. This is medieval bully. Top down, but medieval.
yeah, it's classic Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Because for those that didn't know, the first and second one were completely 2D. And it's not until the third one that you got your classic gameplay style that you know, sort of. They've obviously improved, but also, as a side note, I did hear rumors that they were going to be doing a potential remaster for GTA 3 and San Andreas.
Ooh.
Or
Oh.
remake. Which, I heard that and I was like, huh. I will play those again. I'll take that.
Oh,
I will
most
play
of
those
them,
again.
especially San Andreas, I believe.
You just want to play it for the memes. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. But I did hear about that, so I was like, okay, I'll look forward to it if it's a thing.
Play as Guy,
Maybe more.
a simple peasant man with simple dreams of wreaking medieval mayhem. His name is Guy, bro.
That is
Exactly.
very creative.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be golden from what we hear now.
I'm telling you, bro. If you want to play something kind of fun and honestly hasn't been done before, but still seems very familiar, check out Rustler. Rustler's really cool.
On PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on August 31st.
Bingo.
Sound like an ad, but it is. Might as well. It's basically an ad. Check it out.
Go check it. Go look at it.
Yep.
It's cool.
Do it.
Do it. Do it because we told you to.
Alright, we need to talk about Phantom Abyss, though. Let us.
Say no
let us-
more.
let
We
us
will.
have
We
that.
will. We will
Because-
skirt along right to that. I have no
Yeah.
problem doing that.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. God, I love that show, man. That's been a long time. I need to dive back into all the nostalgic properties of my youth, my childhood, because this show and this game. Oh man!
Gets
If-
you-
honestly, if this was, because I don't think this is VR. Is
No,
this
no.
VR? I didn't think
No,
so.
it's
No.
not.
No, but man, if this was VR, it reminds me of Legends of the Hidden Temple and what was that app? Was it Monkey Run or something like that?
Oh no, Temple Run. Temple Run.
Temple Run.
Yeah.
Temple
Yeah,
Run.
Yeah, man. Oh
That
my
one was a
God.
cool one. Temple Run. I got memories.
Temple
of
Run
Temple
took
for no reason.
off for no
Oh,
yeah.
reason.
Then it got a sequel, and that sequel was dope. It had no reason being so much better than it was. It was like, yo, we made money. I'm amazed they
Got
even tried
so
to go
good.
for a 3. And then Flappy Bird came around, and I was like, bruh,
Oh,
that's the exact
yes.
opposite.
Flappy Bird
Yo, look,
was another
Flappy
reminder
Bird.
of the sheer simplicity of a game can make it absolutely incredibly addictive.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because like Temple Run was one of those games where you're just like yes, and then it got better and it got more complicated and it was kind of fun, but it was never too complicated. It was just kind of like, all right, this is some quality. Flappy Bird came around and just made you go like,
Why do
you
I
know,
hate myself now?
why do I
Why do I
hate
want to
myself
throw
right
my
now?
damn phone against the wall?
But
Very
some people might be like, I loved Flappy Bird. Yeah, I know. You and everyone else. I got you. It's like, It's like, it was alright. It was definitely addictive, but I'm like, when you think about it, it's just one of those things where you're just like, you thought about it for 2 seconds, you're just like, damn, Temple Run really has some quality into it, but damn, Flappy Bird had like no quality into it. It just kind of won, didn't it? Just did things.
Tap up, it went up. Tap tap, I went up again. Up, then tap, fell to the ground. I lost.
Died. Sick.
Man, I'll be honest. This game needs to be in VR.
Oh yeah, I'm most definitely gonna download.
But yes,
you think you're Indiana Jones? Let's see.
Let me explain Phantom Abyss to the people. Phantom Abyss is a very interesting game because it is a roguelike where you play as a sole adventurer entering a tomb as you run along in full 3D first person and platform and do everything you can. The twist is you're also racing against the ghost and other, let's say, figments of other people that are also trying to get to the treasure. Yes, perfect. Of other people. And the thing that makes it the craziest is that only one person can get a treasure per dungeon. So whoever gets to it first closes that dungeon off to everyone else, and that procedural dungeon is now no more because the treasure doesn't exist anymore. But the idea is that it is always a race for that thing. Like whatever the treasure is at the ending, it's a race for that, and only you in the world will have it when you get it. Because it's procedurally generated, it can just make tons and tons and tons and tons of dungeons. But major question is, are you good enough to get some treasure? Are you gonna have treasure by the end of this? I'm gonna try to have treasure by the end of this.
I'm gonna have treasure too.
How bad do you want it?
Eat my dust.
You want this treasure?
How sharp are you? How quick-witted are you? How reflexive are you? You know. And that's me thinking about this game in VR. Honestly. Ready? Player one. Let's go. Dude, tell me this wouldn't be sick on an omnidirectional treadmill, bro.
It would.
be.
Oh my
It'd be
god.
awesome.
The sheer amount of people throwing off their headset once they see a giant boulder coming down, like, and there's no escape, or they're falling to their death. You know, that would be absolutely heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, and man, just the heart attacks. But you know,
the heart attacks, and how
rewarding.
many people would be unfit to do this too? Is the thing. Like they would be sprinting for their lives.
Hey, and they keep playing it, they'll get fit, and they'll get better. Be able to go in longer.
And eventually they'll get the treasure themselves. But yeah, we had to talk about that one. That was one of the ones that we definitely talked about. Was like, we need to talk about this. It looks super cool. You're able to swing around with your whip. You're totally Indiana Jones. Everyone is technically, but you know, do your best against other people and see what you can do. It kind of low key. It is Indiana Jones / Temple Run meets Fall Guys, sort of technically. Except no one can actually push you off of things. Thank goodness, or grab you. Makes me want to fight people.
Immediately, upon immediately starting my first viewing, I thought that the Phantoms were just other players online, like that I'm actually racing with in real time, and their Phantom visage was to help me differentiate myself from, or like just to, you know, I know where other people are. You know, it's easier to see them, easier to tell who I am. I mean, of course, you're not gonna get that wrong, but. But to know that it's not about racing people in real time, it's about using their phantoms to learn from their mistakes. There's really no reason, or I can only imagine that people would flock to this game. Because everyone loves to play something where they're like, all right, I can get it next time. I'll get it this time, or I'll get it this time. Because when they feel like they're learning, when they're getting more information and being able to update their paths and their sprints, their stratagems with new information, that's incredibly rewarding. Especially when you finally get that treasure at the end. Oh my gosh, man! Yes, this game is gonna feel real good to win that.
saddest part is too is when you die, you leave a phantom behind for that other person too. So
Exactly.
if you fail, you definitely help somebody else get there. So
Oh yeah, it's like a lose-win-win situation.
Right.
Yeah. And you can definitely get that next treasure next time. Don't worry.
Yeah, right. I can get it this time, bro. You've been in for 4 hours. Get out. Get off. Stop. Stop, dude. No.
Not getting
I
it.
got
Do
to
it.
see this guy right here. He just showed me the path.
He's like, he showed me the path. I swear.
I
He's like,
got
if he
it.
showed.
I
It's like
got
you're looking
this,
at them.
homie.
He's like, yo, if he truly showed you the path, doesn't that mean he got it first?
Right.
What? You just gotta sit there like,
Like,
what?
God,
Damn.
my chest.
My chest. He's like, no. It reminds me of if you've ever heard. Let me see if I can find this artist real quick. But they had a skit at the end of one of their videos that I find, or one of their songs that's really funny, which was the deal was it's like he's talking to his homie and he's like, yo, you gotta hear this, because he's like, this is gonna be crazy. He's like, so please tell me how you found this beat that I did. And he's like, all right, I got you, because this is exactly how it works, and the way I say it is gonna totally blow your mind. And he's like, all right, fair enough, show me. He's like, so if you're looking for something, or you're not looking for something, something's there, and someone puts the thought in your head that something's there to be found, and then you go and you find it. And he was like, well, I found it. He was like, no, they found it. They knew it was there, thus they told you to go look for it. And I'm like, you know, I can't even argue with that.
It's simple logic, man.
Yeah.
He knew where it was.
They know where
That's
it was.
the only reason why it's that. So, say you found it, you didn't discover it, motherfucker. That person did.
So they know.
You want all the credit? Nah, you can't have that.
Like, they definitely put it in your head to go look. And I'm just really gonna sit there and like, damn, he really ain't wrong. That was right. That was right. Completely. I don't know what to say about that. But we'll move on to another one that you really wanted to talk about, Andre. Project Ragnarok.
Right.
Let me get your thoughts on this, sir, because I know you were thinking about it.
Honestly, I think I downloaded it.
So no more. I got
like,
it.
I downloaded. I'm pretty sure I downloaded, or at least I made an account. So I've only watched the official trailer. I haven't watched any other videos on it, and there's quite a substantial amount. I haven't read anything about it, but I watched this trailer. Son, this looks alright.
I want wings.
I don't know
I want wings to
who.
fly.
Yes, I want the wings.
First of all, yes. But did you see my man with that chain? What was that, like, energy chain weapon? Oh man, like that's the chain weapon. Yeah, this guy, he shoots a bunch of chains.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I saw that and I was like, bro.
This
I'm like,
man
hold up.
for you loves some chain weapons, man. Oh my gosh. But as far as like, dude, cinematically, artistically, this I like the map. The map looks draconic basin. The map looks like it's not. Well, I'm not gonna say cute, but it looks cool. It's like it's fun to look at. It's not a real like Assassin's Creed Valhalla map, anything like that. But it puts me more into fantasy for some reason.
Which is perfect.
But this also kind of reminds me. I don't know why it does, but it kind of reminds me of Black Desert. That at least the fighting. When it looks like when you're in combat, and that
is true.
maybe
Yeah, I can see that.
that maybe like I'm sure there's a better comparison, but yo, just the beginning of the trailer, if you're 17 seconds in, and this girl with these wings, if I can fly within this lens, like if this isn't a cinematic, and I hope it's not.
I hope it's
If
not
I can get some
I hope
wings,
not.
bro, and just fly.
fly like that.
Yeah, that would be
And
amazing. Oh my
I
God.
just walk around, like the first 15 seconds, first 17 seconds, it's just look at the beauty.
He's like,
of
hey,
the
yo, that's all I
game.
want to do in the game.
The game looks so good, man. Like oh my god, give me my VR. I want to be. See, I'm going there, man. I'm going there, man. It's a. I don't know anything about the game as far as like information. The game just looks good. It looks fun, and I saw a cool dude doing awesome stuff with a chain. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play
It's
it.
definitely a more action-based MMO.
Yes,
So
dude.
the comparison to Black Desert was not far off. So it looks cool. It definitely looks like it's got that action-based combat that Black Desert is known for. I just hope it's not like hitting a sponge, and I hope it really feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because I didn't
honestly,
get
like we
much
talk-
off of this trailer except the looks, like, and the action, and both of those things immediately trigger me and make me intrigued. But
yeah, Sam,
if
like,
it's
yeah,
not,
okay.
whatever more technical stuff, you're not gonna hear much of an opinion about that from me. It looks pretty good.
It does.
It looked pretty. But as far as gameplay goes, yeah, I don't think there's actually much to go off of. Like, we don't have any we don't know what a UI looks like, or any of that.
Like all we
for
see
right
is just
now.
like special abilities.
Yeah, we definitely saw combat, but we just don't know, like, how it plays. Like, I guess it's the best way to describe it.
Like,
We saw people doing things for sure. We don't even, like we said, we don't even know that one part. If you can actually fly like that in the game or not, and I hope so. Because if you can't, I mean, like, that just hurt my soul to a large part of that out. I'm like, no, I'm not, I want to do
God, I
that.
really want to play Black Desert right now. There's a new class. There's a new class called Sage.
Oh, I heard of yeah. He looks
Sage
crazy.
Trailer, the combat trailer for Sage looks
that's humorous.
so good, man.
There's literally a class coming out like that called Sage. In
Yes,
Final Fantasy 14 soon.
of course, my man.
Hey, okay.
Gundam mixed thing.
Who's
Well,
this?
I
Who's
have to-
Project Ragnarok? Who's developing this
By-
game? Is it just by? It's not on console or anything like that.
It says it's coming to PC and mobile devices, which I have no
Okay.
idea how this is
I
going to run
thought
on mobile
so.
devices.
I had a feeling it
Okay.
was mobile. I thought just how the frame rate was. Like, it feels kind of mobile.
But I'm looking. I don't see a development studio.
And you can surmise what the game is, like what kind of things you'll be looking at and what kind of things you'll be facing based off of the title. It's Project Ragnarok, so it's obviously going to be inspired by Norse mythology.
Absolutely.
We launched on, according to the source, this is from Sirius Gaming. According to their source, it'll be launched on PC, consoles, and mobile devices, which
Look
is
better. Now we
what
got
they describe
confirmation
as
of
ambitious for Project NetEase. Who's NetEase? What have they done? I feel like I've heard them before. They may have done
Definitely
something that I've known. They do stuff with Blizzard? Is that what I just saw? In partnership with Blizzard Entertainment, Mojang, and other global game developers, the company also operates some of the most popular international online games in China. Yes, NetEase Inc. is a Chinese internet technology company. So, they do PC and mobile games. Alright.
Well, let's see if this will be like the next Genshin, possibly.
That's true.
Right.
It's a possibility. But yeah, we'll have high hopes for it. Hopefully they smooth out that frame rate, make everything look nice and clean,
Yeah.
make flying enjoyable, and we'll be playing it.
Yep.
So I gotta mention this real quick because I need to. So No Man's Sky is having a Mass Effect crossover where the
I
Normandy
saw
shows
that.
up. I have to mention this because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan.
Yes, you are.
You
I
very
need to
much
do
are.
this. I was like, so it needs to be talked about. I'm excited. They probably I didn't know No Man's Sky was even having crossovers. First of all, and the fact that they chose Mass Effect of all things to be their first, if this is their first, to me, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Smart move on your part. You got the other space game that involved exploration and things of that nature, and story, even though yours doesn't really involve that much story. I'm like, you did a good thing. That was a
really
good move.
that they're capitalizing on the legendary edition of Mass Effect having just come out.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, that's perfect. Bravo, No Man's Sky. Bravo. Plus, it's the best ship. It's the Normandy.
It is.
It's the one you
Yeah.
know
You
for
want
like
that.
all the games. It's the Normandy. you want to go to the Normandy. You want the Normandy. Like, it's the Normandy. I don't know what to tell you. It's the
an
best
iconic
ship
ship.
they got. Yeah.
It's like putting it. You'd put it in the same garage with the Millennium Falcon. And,
Exactly.
And like the some Batmobiles, some of them.
Something about
Not all of them.
Batmobiles.
Some
Not
of
all
them.
of them.
You would, like, for instance, the Adam West Batmobile would be in that garage, but I don't think the Ben Affleck Batmobile would be in that garage because there's a giant
That's fair.
turret mounted on the front. Just for that alone,
Yeah.
that's not iconic Batman. You don't want that. Maybe you'll have the tumbler in there,
The tumbler could fit. Tumbler
Yeah,
could fit.
yeah, yeah.
you know.
Tumbler might be fine.
But regardless, the Normandy is either going to be hanging from giant tubes or whatever in that garage, along with your No Man's Sky. Are the No Man's Sky ships like? Are they faction ships now? Like Shawn Mendes said, like they would be faction ships. You know, like it's more of a. I see, because I haven't played. Even though I have No Man's Next, I don't play No Man's Sky. So I know Shawn Mendes has said, or not Shawn Mendes, who is Shawn Mendes? Isn't he like an artist or something? Sean Murray, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He has said that there'll be ships that are more scientific based and more combative based and more like trading based, like a ferry ship type shit. Is that actually accurate, or are all the ships still like very generic? Because if that is the case, I would not at all be surprised to see something else come into this game after the Normandy, if it's very successful.
In fact, as I went to just make sure, one of the videos that definitely pulled up was like how to find the best fighter ship, for instance, or the best the S-class freight one. And I'm like, okay, they actually did. They slid that in there.
Nice.
If it wasn't there at day one, it definitely is in there now. So they do have faction ships. So I'm like, okay, cool. There you go.
Good on them.
And that's God, man. Out here doing what they need to do.
First was at the bottom, now we're here.
The definition of now at the bottom now.
Yeah. The fact that BioWare was like, we'll put our shit in again. We don't mind. Isn't BioWare who did Mass? Yeah, BioWare did Mass Effect. They did Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Or did they do 03? Yeah,
No, they did.
Did they do 03? Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
But for them to recognize No Man's Sky is a good enough sign in my mind for No Man's Sky itself.
Yeah.
To recognize it and be like, well, it's worth having a model of our, because I only imagine that they'll have to like get some sort of permission for them to use the Normandy.
Yeah, they would have to. So they just went out there with it. Like, hey, yo, here, you wanna put this in the game? People will love it.
Right.
I'm sure people will love it.
Like, yeah, sure, why not?
I'll take it.
What else we got on the
next up.
list?
Yep. Next up, I gotta mention this game called Foreclosed, which I'm gonna be real, man. I freaking love the art style of this game. This game looks nice. They did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a good job of doing this. He's like, this is an indie game, third-person shooter, involving almost a comic book Well, one, it has a comic book art style, but then the story is also told through like these strange kind of comic panels. But it is it's like a stealth-based third-person shooter. You can go loud, very futuristic, actually very, I want to say cyberpunk, honestly.
Yeah, man.
It's like you got telekinetic powers going on. It honestly gives me like slightly bits of Infamous vibes going on with it too. It just looks cool, man. I don't know what to say. Like the main character's a little generic, but he's got a cool hoodie, so I give him that. A little generic, but like the rest of it looks really cool.
Yeah, I'd say what intrigues me is that the fact you get to see his like skeleton almost, or robotics, whatever the hell.
Yeah, you get to see the robotics in him. Yeah, that does actually look really cool.
That's gonna be the part where he's like, okay, how the hell
Like,
did he get
that's
that?
pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice addition to his design. Like just there are little UI things that they do that kind of add to the aesthetic of the world and your character, like the character himself too. So that's why I'm like, he looks generic, but obviously they're doing some really cool things with it to make it look cooler. It almost reminds me of Isaac from Dead Space, which is probably the definition of one of the best character designs for like function purposes. That man has his health bar in his back, bro, and that's like a lore thing. You just see that. It's like, just imagine someone just sitting there at their desk and it was like, well, I'm gonna design it like this, and the suit's gonna look really like cool, but it's hefty. It's more for like working. And it's like, and then we're gonna put the health bar in the back, and everybody's like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, right here on this back that you're gonna see a lot of the times. Just put a health bar there. That's it. That's where it's at. Maybe a little ammo counter that comes out the side of your gun. Like, oh, okay, that's good design. That's a pretty good design. I can't even get mad. Forklift looks cool. It actually has quite a bit of gameplay. Like, this is the release trailer itself, but like I know that it has it's a 10-minute thing of gameplay somewhere, as well as like other things. Now it's out, so I mean, give it a shot if you are into stuff like this. By all means, if you want to just see like futuristic comic book style, anything of that nature, just give it a shot. It's a cool indie game.
Just seeing like the boom booms and the slam and the kaboom, the text bubbles. Seeing that come up, that's really cool. Man, Xbox has got some cool stuff that they can have, man.
Now here's one that I definitely want to mention, because I've seen this game a couple times and thought it was just gonna be like, okay, whatever, really generic shooter thing, I guess, whatever. And then I really looked at it. And I like really looked at the trailer and everything like that, and I was like, oh, this looks like it's about to be nuts. Hold up, wait a minute. So it almost slipped past my entire radar. But Necromunda, Hired Gun.
Yes.
Looks awesome.
Yes. Yes. I completely skipped over that.
Yeah. Like, you've definitely seen it in like the PlayStation Store or something like that. You've just seen it before and was like, whatever.
Yeah. And then I saw the trailer and I saw what you could do. Like, oh, you could
it's high octane.
Customize your pupper. Oh,
That's what, dude. That's the thing that got me.
Like, it's the power filter.
I get it.
But it's
I get a dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. I get a dog, and I can customize it.
Or it's a cyber dog. Whatever the hell. Cyber dog.
You can put cybernetics on your dog, and your dog becomes better at helping you. Your dog is your partner.
The trailer focuses on, at some point, and quite a marvelously it's not even man, his best friend. Slow down, awesome music turns to very soft, slow motion. This
kind hard moments.
If you want to wreck stuff, I get a lot of Doom and Rage vibes, like a lot of that kind of combination. Personally,
a lot of Titanfall as well.
Yeah,
honestly.
and definitely with the mech. In fact, this mech kind of reminds me of Warhammer a bit, but definitely.
I believe it is in the same universe.
Is who? It's within the universe.
It is. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because Warhammer always surprises me because it always has a bunch of games that just take place in universe, but they just don't talk about. They just slide it in. Yeah. I think. Let me see. I think it does though.
Yes, it does. Look at
because it's a planet.
I definitely need to read more Warhammer. Because even the title, like that, I would have just gone with that like assumption, that not that assumption, but that observation, like that looks like it's from Warhammer, that mech, and the title screen or the title card looks just like a Warhammer game, and God, I really need to read those Warhammer books. Yeah, Necromunda is a skirmish tabletop war game produced by Games Workshop. As in its parent game Warhammer 40,000, play uses 20. Yeah, it's a planet. Necromunda is a planet in Warhammer. It's a planet in
Warhammer.
Oh wow!
And you're just there as a bounty hunter, doing your Titanfall run off the side of the wall, shoot guys like Doom. Have a dog though, go get him, boy.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
This is dope, bro.
Which is why I was like, initially I was like, it looks generic at first, and then like after really like looking at the trailer and being like, holy shit, there's a lot going on right now. Mm-hmm. I was not aware that this was trying to scratch my in particular itches specifically. It's like, but this is for those that are looking for a multiplayer experience, this is not it. This is definitely a single player one. But considering that we got a bunch of really nice first-person shooters recently that were single player again, because for some reason some people like to make us believe that single player is dead. I don't know why.
Yeah, that notion
Right.
needs to go away.
It does. It's like some of my favorite games are the single player ones, bro.
Mhm.
It's just I don't always want to play with people, and that's not even the antisocial thing. I just don't always want to play with people.
Sometimes I really like a good solo experience that's gonna make me become completely enveloped in. Like, listen, dude, The Last of Us.
Last of Us 1,
Yeah.
yes, I agree.
Yes, The Last of Us 1.
The Last of Us 1. Just look at the screen, look at everybody. The Last of Us 1.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't.
Oh.
Not a fan. It's not even gonna. We'll save that for another time. We'll have an in-depth discussion about freaking Last of Us 2
Oh, we're gonna have
another
an air
time.
for
This
that one
is
too.
oh for sure. This is not the place. But lastly, we'll finish off because I know you want to talk about it. And we didn't get the chance to. I'm pretty sure. Was oh wait, no, we did talk about Resident Evil Infinite Darkness last time, didn't we? We did.
Yes, we did.
We did, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we'll end it off on Necromata then, because go get that game. It looks cool. Like, look at it. He's like, are you trying to play something like Titanfall? Do you want a dog that you can pet? Do you want to cybernetically enhance your dog and yourself?
Don't tell me dogs are your favorite pet, your favorite animal, and you're not going to. Hey, if you're afraid that you're not going to be able to keep your dog alive, sure. But those of us hired guns, and those of us who have battle beasts, as I will call my canine companion. It's obviously not a canine, but my monster of a companion for that game, my battle beast. We shall conquer. We shall destroy everything in our way. It would be so cool if there was some sort of multiplayer, like, cooperative thing. But
That would be nice.
because I personally, I'm not gonna be able to personally. I'm not gonna be able to see some dude shoot at my battle beast and I not completely lose strategy and go after that guy immediately. I don't care what the plan was in my mind.
Dude, what? Come here now.
You know what I'm saying?
You
man?
died now.
Yeah, that
You know what would
game
actually be
is
a fun co-op mode for them to do? And I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, that'd be interesting. I'd be down. Player 2 plays as the dog.
Oh, yo.
Yeah. However, if you have the wrong person, that dog's gonna keep trying to bite you or something like that, get in your way.
But that'd be cool. Just to be like, you know what? Player 2's the dog. Why
Mhm.
not? The dog over here like, wait, I don't get a gun? Do you need one?
Do you need one?
He's like, also, if you
Probably
do...
just infused into him. Shit.
Exactly, we got cybernetics, we can give you one.
Yeah, you'll have a shoot, man, obelisk style. We'll have some turret mounted something.
Open your mouth as a Gatling.
Exactly. So that dog had a cybernetic jaw. It was out here. It takes a whole nother meaning. I would not want to get bit by that thing.
No.
Like you saw the cybernetic jaw that they had on that thing. I'm like, yo, that thing's gonna murder something. Like it was gonna do it anyway, but it's gonna murder something for sure now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Attack of Minisodes. We'll catch you guys next time on Paper Play Action or another attack. Actually, yes, it will definitely be Paper Play Action next time. So look forward to that. Look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks for listening. Thanks for staying around. Follow us on the Twitters and the Instagrams, and go check out our Patreon and everything that I just mentioned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Yes. Thank
From
you.
me to you. Thank you. Truly.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. I will continue to pick up this line very quickly.
You're not getting